Hey, what's up, everybody? So in this video, I want to talk about impulse buying when it comes to silver. There is so much impulse buying every day in your everyday life. You go to a grocery store, you go to check out, what do they have? The candy bars, the chips, the drinks. There's everything right when you go to check out. They have so much stuff that they want you to buy, and a lot of times we are all guilty of impulse buying. And we can do the same thing, believe it or not, when it comes to silver. I'm guilty of impulse buying. Some impulse buys I regret, other impulse buys I do not regret. But there is impulse buying everywhere we go. You go to an online dealer, what do you have as soon as you go to one of the online dealers, your favorite online dealer? You got the banners. Buy this, you got to get this. It's limited edition, this. Low mintage, awesome designs. There's impulse buying. You go into a local coin shop and there's so much cool stuff. But sometimes we just have to walk away, say the deal is just not there. Sometimes we have to just find the best deals. Sometimes you know exactly what you want and you go onto a online dealer's website and you put that item you want in your cart, and then you're like, you know what about this other cool coin I just saw when I first logged in, or went www.onlinedealer.com, and they had this awesome looking design coin. It was 1 ounce of silver for $1 million, but I have to have that coin. There's been times where I've woken up in the middle of the night, went to eBay, saw some cool thing I wanted, and bought it at 3 o'clock in the morning. And then at 9 o'clock in the morning, I said, why in the world did I buy that? So there is impulse buying all the time. So how can we stop impulse buying? Now, there's just some stuff that I mean, a lot of us are collectors. I've been a collector a lot longer than I've been stacking precious metals. So I have the collector's bug already built into me before I started stacking silver, gold, any type of precious metals. I've always been a collector at heart. So I already have that in me to impulse buy. But some things that I have impulse bought over the last few years are sitting right here in front of you. One of the first items that I bought when I first got into precious metals, I said, I'm not buying. I don't care about fancy designs. I just want the metal. Then the impulse buying or collector's bug hit me. I think the collector's bug, if you're honest, if you're an honest stacker, I think everybody could admit that even if you got in to buy the cheapest over spot as possible, the cheapest silver you could find, just bars and rounds, and the cheapest American silver eagles that you can find, the collector's bug has hit us all one time or another. We've always bought high premium or medium range premium silver. So in front of you is just a few things that was an impulse buy. Right here is a graded 2016 30-year anniversary, right? 30-year anniversary American Silver Eagle 2016 West Point Mint proof, slabbed, with the edge lettering. That's right, with the edge lettering, 30-year anniversary. And I just had to have that coin. Now, I originally went to buy it in the original mint packaging from one of the online dealers. So I called them up. I said, hey, I want this coin. At that time, this was very early on in my stacking and collecting journey, and I did not know about going directly to the United States Mint. I went to one of the online dealers and I wanted to buy one of these coins in the mint packaging, and they talked me into buying it as a MS69. It's only an extra $5. So I'm like, you know what, go ahead, and I spent the extra $5. But at the end of the day, I wish I would have just bought it in the mint packaging. I would have liked it a whole lot more. After I got it, I realized I bought it for the edge lettering. I can't even see the edge lettering because it's in the slab. So impulse buying is all over the place. You go online to an online dealer, you see the banners of all the new releases and cool stuff. And then even if you call them, sometimes they'll try to talk you into buying stuff that you don't really want or care for, and you just have to say no. So how do we stop the impulse buying? How do we stop the impulse buying? A lot of this stuff that we buy on impulse is not going to sell out in 5 minutes, in 30 minutes, in 2 hours, in 2 days, or even 2 weeks, or maybe even not even a year or 2 years. Instead of buying something on impulse, walk away, give it a couple hours, give it a couple of days, and usually you will realize, I don't really want this, and the impulse buying will just go away. You won't end up buying it because you'll realize you don't really need or want it. So what's some other stuff that I impulse buy? Now, this here was actually a pretty good deal. This is the 30th anniversary Canadian maple leaf. And I wanted this. This was something that I've wanted, and I was actually going to buy it at one of the online dealers, but it was like $23, $24. And then I walked into my local coin shop, and they actually had these brand new in the tubes, but I saw it in their showcase, and I said, so how much for the 30th anniversary Canadian maple leaf? If this thing will focus, there we go. And they said, oh, well, this one, it's $24 or something like that. But I think we have one that we bought from a customer, and that one will be $17. Well, I'll take the one for $17 versus the one for $24 any day. I don't care if it came in from a customer. I don't care if the capsule is scratched or whatnot. So I bought the one for $17, which is this one right here. And it was cheaper than the online dealer. So a lot of times we'll get stuff cheaper from our local coin shop from stuff that they bought from customers, and now they're reselling, stuff like that. So this was kind of an impulse buy, yes, but it's something that I wanted, something that I was going to pick up anyway, but I got it cheaper. So we can get cheaper stuff off impulse buying. But I didn't go into my local coin shop wanting to buy this coin, but then I saw it, and it was something that I wanted to buy anyway, and I got it cheaper. So this was an impulse buy, but this was, in my eyes, a good impulse buy indeed, yes. And then there's this one here. I bought this one from my local coin shop as well. I bought 3 of these, and I could have actually picked this up cheaper from an online dealer. I went to my local coin shop, and this was the only purchase that I made. I bought 3 of these, but it's something that I wanted. But I was there, and this was there. I was there. It was $26, I believe, and I could have got it for a couple of dollars cheaper from an online dealer at the time, but it was an impulse buy. So, and then there's other impulse buys, such as the Proof Swan that I picked up. Of course, this was from APMEX. And some impulse buys, you don't have a lot of time to think about it. This one here, I don't view as a bad buy, because this one did appreciate in value quite a bit. Never opened it from the packaging. Don't know what the serial number is. And I'll probably just keep it this way. I have really no intention on selling it. I didn't buy it to flip. I just bought it to keep in the packaging. So who knows? It could be number one. I doubt it. It could be, the serial number could be number one, and I could get big bucks for it. But I'll never know, because I'm probably not going to take it out of this mint packaging. But this was, sometimes impulse buys like this, you don't have a lot of time to think about it, because sometimes, you know, these online dealers will, after a certain amount of inventory is gone and they know it's a hot item, they'll jack up the premiums in just a few minutes. But a lot of stuff will actually depreciate in value. So sometimes it's better to just wait and buy it from the secondary market, or buy it from actually a local coin shop might have it cheaper in time. Like this here. I mean, this here I walked into my local coin shop and bought this for $17 versus paying $24, $23, $24, $25 from a online dealer. So sometimes it's better to just wait. And then with this Chinese panda, this was one of the first things I bought. I don't know what date. This is a 2014. Yeah, this was one of the first coins that I bought when I first got into stacking precious metals, and didn't really at that time know the difference, you know, what really spot price was, and just thought everything was a great deal. Bought this, I don't know, for $30, something like that, from eBay. And this was one of my first purchases when I first got into stacking precious metals. So impulse buying. Normally we can avoid impulse buying if we just give it some time, think about it for a couple of days, couple of hours, couple of weeks, and then the impulse buying bug will normally just go away. And then sometimes if you give it a couple of weeks and you still want that item, you know, I still believe in buy what you like and like what you buy. But know if you really want that item by just giving it some time, and really know if it's something you really want, or if it's a truly an impulse buy and it's something that you really don't really want or need. So thanks a lot, everybody, for watching, listening. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.